Retired Supreme Court Justice John Paul Stevens wants your gun rights ended, and the Texas legislature is being duped into helping him. In their desperation to stop the overreach of the federal government, our Texas legislature is about to provide the anti-gun crowd the opening they need to finally outlaw private ownership of guns in America. We must act today while there is still time to stop this madness. Hello, I'm Sterling Lacey, a former Texas County judge. I've been fighting the overreach of our federal government for 47 years, and I've seen a lot of political dirty tricks by the liberal gun control crowd. But this tactic to manipulate our Texas conservative-controlled legislature into supporting an innocent-sounding resolution calling for the amending of the U.S. Constitution is the slickest and most deceitful scheme of all time. Article 5 of the U.S. Constitution allows two ways to amend the Constitution. The first limits any changes to the Constitution to the exact wording of the proposed amendment or amendments. The second gives a constitutional convention, sometimes called an Article 5 convention or a states convention, unlimited authority to make any and all changes they want. Once convened, they can even scrap our Constitution entirely and write a new one. You learned in your 8th grade social studies class that all 27 amendments to the U.S. Constitution have been made using the limiting first option. Unbelievably, the Texas legislature is seriously considering petitioning for the unlimiting second option, and the gun control freaks are hiding in the wings, hoping nobody will uncover this stealthy scheme. Senate Joint Resolution 6-3 is being considered by the Texas Senate as I speak. SJR 63 proposes amending the U.S. Constitution through the unlimiting process of a constitutional convention, but is worded to deceive conservatives into thinking that the changes will be limited to only those amendments favored by conservative voters. What changes do the liberals have in mind once an unlimiting constitutional convention is convened? Of course, to gun owners, the most fearful change would be if the Second Amendment is weakened or abolished. The Second Amendment is exactly the target of retired Supreme Court Justice John Paul Stevens. In his book, 6 Amendments, How and Why We Should Change the Constitution, Stevens proposes changing the Second Amendment so that only the federal and the state governments could legally possess firearms. Justice Stevens claims that adding 5 words to the Second Amendment, when serving in the militia, would successfully end the constitutional right of private citizens to possess a deadly weapon. But according to our nation's founding document, the Declaration of Independence, neither the Constitution nor our government gives us our rights. Our rights come from God, not government. The Constitution merely recognizes, and legitimate government only protects our God-given rights, including the right to keep and bear arms. Tell your state senator to refuse to give the anti-gun crowd, led by Justice Stevens, permission to put your Second Amendment gun rights at risk. Ask your senator to cast your vote in the Texas Senate in opposition to Senate Joint Resolution 6-3. To find the name and contact information for your senator, go to the web address on your screen. Call your state senator today and politely but firmly express your indignation.